Hi guys! Today I'll be teaching you how to make this super simple, super cute crochet braided infinity scarf. This is a very beginner friendly tutorial and won't take more than a few hours to complete. So let's get started with the tutorial, shall we?
For this tutorial, I'll be using this yarn from Knit Picks, Brava Bulky. So, bulky weight yarn, 136 yards, and it's 100% acrylic. And I will be using it with this 8mm hook. So the first thing you want to do is chain about 185. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've chained 185 stitches, super long chain. I'm just gonna add an extra 3 stitches because I feel like this might be a bit, I want it a bit looser, like most of my projects. So what you want to do now is half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. Yay, more stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Gray yarn is a bit hard to see. Luckily I'm not using black yarn. So you're just gonna half double crochet down this super long chain. This is gonna take a while. Oh my god. I've done maybe 10 stitches. Oh, okay. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I'll get there eventually. This is fun. I believe in myself. I'm almost to the end. I'm almost there. It was all a lie. I'm nowhere near the end. I don't think I'm even halfway done. I'm almost there. I'm almost to the end. I'm nowhere near the end. Wait, I think I'm like halfway there. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm almost there. I feel like I messed up. My space is such a mess. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you guys have to like look at this. Looks like I had a war with my yarn. I can see the end. It's like a marathon. You start out, and then you get really tired, so you start walking, and then you see the finish line, and you suddenly get your energy back, and then you just keep going. So I finally made it to the end, so I'm just gonna chain 1. So this is my super long half double crochet braid piece. Now, guess what? You're gonna turn your work and do all of that again. So, yarn over, start half double crocheting down the row. Okay, I just finished my 2nd row of half double crochets. If you haven't done so already, I recommend you get super comfortable because you have to do 2 more half double crochet rows. And then you'll have to repeat this process 2 more times. But more on that when I finish with these 2 rows. I'm sorry about not doing a montage kind of thing for that row. I'm sure you guys had enough of that with my 1st row. And frankly, I'm just trying something a bit different that kind of matches with my personality, because I kind of find it boring to just see a quick time lapse of someone crocheting. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, but I'm going to be doing that kind of style for my next few videos because I find it super fun and super entertaining. Anyways, I will be finishing these next 2 rows and meeting you back here. Okay, now that you have finished that 4th row of half double crochet, you're just gonna chain 1 and cut your yarn and pull through. And that is one component of the scarf. Now you just need to do this 3 more times. It's just so you don't have to, you know, rewind the video and go through everything I've said. I will just tell you what you need to do. All you have to do is chain 188, half double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook, half double crochet all along the chain, and then chain 1, turn, half double crochet another row, and then do that 2 more times. And then you have to do that whole process another time, so you will have a total of 3 of these components. I will meet you back here when I'm done with my other 2. I have just finished my 3rd component, and just when you're at the 3rd one, when you're at the end, don't cut this yet because you're kind of gonna need it. Now you're just gonna gather the other 2 components and line them up together. So here are my 3. I still have the hook in this one, and you're kind of gonna just line them up like this. And I'm just going to slip stitch all 3 of them together. If you're wondering, yeah, they are 3 different colors. This is the first one I did, but I mean, I believe it was 163 yards in that skein, and that's definitely not enough. So I ended up using 2 other skeins, but they were different colors because I didn't have this same color. That's a bit of my fault, but I think the different colors kind of gives the scarf a cooler look. So what you're gonna do is, oops, I missed one, so chain 1, and then you're just going to slip stitch along the side. So put your hook into that first little hole, pull through 1, and then pull through the other. I accidentally let go, oops. So pull through 1, pull through this other, and I messed up again. Okay, there we go. So you're just gonna do that again. So over here, pull through 1, pull through, and then here, pull through 1, pull through 1, and then here, and then you're just gonna do that for the last little hole at the end. And now you're just going to pick up another component. I will be using this one. I'm just gonna stick your hook right into that little end and just slip stitch so it kind of connects it, and then you're just gonna slip stitch along the row. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then you'll get to end off. And then when you reach the end, you're gonna grab your last component. You're gonna slip stitch along that one too. So it's gonna hook into that. Almost there. And done. So after you get that last slip stitch in, you're just gonna do that. Cut your yarn. I'm gonna cut it a bit up here, and then pull it through and tighten. So now all three of your components should be slip stitched together. And now I'm going to move to a different location because braiding this, it's going to need a bit more space than my tiny little desk. As you see, I've moved positions. Now I am on the floor. It is super cold. So what you're going to do is just lay your scarf out. Make sure it's not twisted. You don't want to be working and come to a twist and just be sad because it just ruins your rhythm. When it's all laid out and nice, you're gonna start braiding. Sorry about the weird camera angle. It's kind of hard to work with the camera like on top of the yarn, so I put it to the side. Hopefully you guys aren't bothered too much. So anyway, what you want to do is braid. So just gonna take this and twist it over the middle part. You want to make sure it's not too bulky or too loose. If it's too loose, your scarf's gonna look weird. I promise you that. And you don't want it too tight either, because tight looks a bit eh. You kind of want a nice, good tension on it. And then you're gonna take the ends piece and flip it over. So that's basically how you're gonna braid it, a regular braid, and you're going to do this all along the yarn, well, all along the components until there's none left. Okay, as you see, I have gotten to the end of my infinity scarf. So I'm going to move back to my desk and then show you how to end off. Yay for being back at my desk. So as you see, I've already put the sides kind of together. If they're not lined up, you can like push or pull to make sure they're leveled. Yay for being back at my desk. So what you're going to do is line up the sides of the scarf and you're going to slip stitch them together, just like you did with the beginning. So there's another way to do this, but I prefer making the slip knot first, then pushing it into the yarn, so into that first little place that I will be starting, and then you're just going to do a slip stitch. So go in and pull through both, then going to the next one, make another slip stitch, going into the next one with another slip stitch, and then just keep doing this down the row. Sorry about the focus. When you reach the end of the row, don't cut your yarn because you will be combining this with the other side of the scarf because it's an infinity scarf. You're going to bring the other side up and you're going to slip stitch these together. So super sorry about the focus, it's being a bit bad today. So just gonna line the sides up. I'm actually going to turn my work because I like working from right to left. So just going to do that. I'm going to chain one, put it back into that last loop I did, bring this up, put it into this loop. I'm sorry it's a bit hard to see with all the ends flying around, but then you're going to slip stitch. So pull through both of the loops and then pull through this last loop. So going in through this first side, into the loop in this next side, and then just pulling through both of them. And do this down the row. When you're at the end, you're just going to chain, cut your yarn, and pull it through. And there you have it. That is your awesome braided infinity scarf. Don't forget to leave a like, maybe subscribe, and definitely comment, because I love to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and good luck doing this for yourself.